Alright boys, good morning. So, I'm gonna just update my tier list on stream today. I think that's not that bad of an idea. I mean, there's gonna be a patch soon as well, but I'm just gonna update this for now, and then when the next patch arrives, like 2 weeks after that one, I will update it again. And maybe I will do it more on stream if it's like useful. I don't know if it's gonna be useful or not. Just saying this is all my opinion. Like, people have different opinions from region to region and from player to player, so yeah, don't flame me, please. Okay, thank you. I just think I was gonna start with Hero League with the Hero League tier list for now. I'm just gonna go through the heroes in like alphabetic order. So let's just start with Abathar. I think he dropped down really far. I don't know. I think this was too high the last time I updated it. Like, this was too high. I thought he was still decent, but right now he feels so weak. I don't even know. Like, after the scaling changes, they're really bad for him. I thought he was fine, but like, he's not fine. I think I would put him in tier 4 now. Even though I like playing the slug, he feels pretty weak overall. Like, his Q does no damage, his EW does almost no damage, his shield is a joke. Like, his entire shield is just a joke, so I don't know. I think he deserves tier 4. I think he has the lowest win rate by far right now. Yeah, he has the lowest win rate by far now, I think, so. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. Next one is Anubarak. In Hero League, I think he also deserves tier 4. He's not good in Hero League. It's just, he needs communication and he's really squishy. And Tyrant gets still played a lot in Hero League, so yeah. He also falls one down at least. Tier 3 is probably too good for him. It's just like, people don't like playing double tank in Hero League, and it makes him just way worse, because he's only replayable if you play 2 tanks. It's just Hero League, there's only 1 tank played most of the time. So that makes him worse already. Alright, next up is Artanis. I think Artanis stays in tier 4. He's not amazing. He's still not that great. His early game is still weak. I think tier 4 is fine for him. Shen is tier 4 as well, for sure. He's really situational. Same goes for Anub and Artanis. They're just really situational picks. So let's go ahead with the next hero. No, Shen, and that's not even Shen. Wait, Arthas is the next hero. Arthas as well. Arthas could be even tier 5 right now. He is really weak. But actually, I think he has a decent win rate. Let me check. 46%. I think tier 4 is still fine for him. He's also situational. I don't think he deserves tier 5. I think I don't think he deserves tier 5. Tier 5 is really like the worst heroes in the game. I think he's not that bad. Like, he is bad, but not like one of the worst heroes. Alright, next up is Asmodan. Asmodan deserves tier 5. I feel like in Hero League at least. In Hero League he deserves tier 5. He's awful. Even though his Q got buffed, or like got fixed again, he's just awful in Hero League. Because there's no coordination and getting stacks up is just a pain. Brightwing. Where do I put Brightwing? Brightwing stays tier 3. I think she got... Was the Q buff actually good for her? I think it was decent for her. Her win rate actually went up. She might be decent in Hero League because she can split soak. I might put her in tier 2 then actually. Because she might deserve tier 2. Yeah, Stitches was a sleeper. Like, Stitches was already strong. He was mostly a sleeper, and then the buff made him even better. He was already good, but he was more like a sleeper OP. So let's see. Do I put Brightwing in tier 2? Is that too much? Nah, Brightwing is tier 3. Like, the Q... Brightwing is tier 3. She's gonna stay there. Next up is Shen. Okay, Shen, like I said, is gonna stay tier 4. Like, a lot of warriors in here. But I mean, they're just so situational, and maybe Shen actually is better now, cause Murden's avatar got nerfed. I mean, a lot of heroes are gonna be better because avatar's getting nerfed. Or because avatar got nerfed. a few more heroes will be stronger. And he might be one of these. I think he is tier 4 in Hero League though. Like, Hero League he's not good. Next up is Sho. I think I'm gonna... Shogai. I think Shogai is gonna be good in the future. And I think he's already strong in Hero League. It's just people don't know how to play them. I'm actually putting them in tier 3 right now. I think he's pretty decent. I don't want Shogai to become meta, but I'm scared of them becoming... I'm scared of them going strong. But I think they have potential to be really strong as the last pick. Especially in Hero League, because a lot of stuff is... there's a lot of chaos going on. I think Shogai is really strong in Hero League if you manage to play it against a decent team, like against the comp that doesn't really counter you. There are a few scenarios. Maybe tier 3 is too much. Maybe I should just put him in tier 4, but I think he can be decent. Not sure about it. I think I'm gonna pick, like, he needs to be last pick. That's like the problem. So maybe tier 2 is too much. I'm gonna put him at least tier 4 though. Maybe next patch is gonna change it. Maybe next patch. Next up is Diablo. Diablo tier 1. Is Diablo still tier 1? I think he is. Yeah, Diablo is still tier 1. Pretty sure about it. At least in Hero League. In competitive, probably not, but Hero League. Actually, he might be tier 1 in competitive now as well. Because I don't like playing against a hero that you can't win 1v1 against. That's like... And you just have to already draft for him. Because if he becomes strong, you have to either ban him, or you just have to already pick heroes that are good against him early on. Like in the draft. So it's gonna maybe fuck up the draft a bit. I'm not sure about it though. I could be completely wrong on it. ETC. Let's go with ETC. I don't think he is tier 1 in Hero League. I think I put him in tier 2 now. Maybe tier 1. Like, I think he's still really good and competitive, but Hero League tier 1 is too much. I think he's tier 2. ETC -1. Alright. Next up is Voidstead. Like, in my opinion, Voidstead is tier 1. Biggest problem is people can't play him that well. They don't know how to utilize the Gust that much, so I think I should not base it on how people play it or how people play hero, but just the fact that people don't know how to utilize Voidstead to his potential, the maximum potential. I think he is tier 2 in Hero League as well, even though he's really, really strong. Right, I have to put this behind them so they know that it stayed there. So I always have to look at it if people can utilize it to the maximum, and if not, then yeah, like they see Voidstead tier 1, I'm just gonna play him, but they don't know what to do with him. That's like the biggest thing I'm scared of. So I think Voidstead stays in tier 2 in Hero League at least. Competitive, he is tier 1 for sure. Gaslow, yeah, Gaslow stays here. Sorry, Gaslow. Greymane. I'm debating and putting him tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3. I really don't know. I'm not sure. I think he's really strong for Hero League. He's a really good hero for Hero League. I think he's gonna be a top pick in the future as well. Doesn't matter where. I think I can justify putting him in tier 2. Especially for Hero League. Like Greymane's heroic, and the fact that he has so much burst is really strong, and that he can clean up. It's just about like reset heroes. Heroes that have resets are generally strong. I'm gonna put him in tier 2. I mean, I think he deserves tier 2. I think he is really strong, and people just don't, like, they need to find the potential of this hero for now. And then he's gonna be insane. Like, if people learn how to play him correctly, I think he's gonna be insane. Next up is Illidan. Yeah, Illidan stays in tier 5 in Hero League. Maybe next patch he's tier 4, but I don't know about that one. But he's just not good for Hero League. Jaina, I keep Jaina in tier 2. For me, she's not tier 1 in Hero League. Tier 2 fits her. I don't think you can carry with her. Like, I put heroes in tier 1 that you can carry with as well. I don't think she's decent overall. I would put her in tier 2. Same goes for Johanna. She is next. Kaether's still tier 1. I mean, he's probably the best hero in the game still. So Kaether is still tier 1. Kerrigan. I'm not sure about Kerrigan. Kerrigan, yeah, I think tier 3 is good for her. I think that's fine. Like, a good Kerrigan can make plays, but her late game is still really weak. Like, her early game is good, her late game is weak. I think tier 3 fits her. Karazim. Karazim tier 2 for sure. He's one of the strongest supports right now. But he's not that strong in Hero League, but he can still do a decent job at supporting and even doing damage if you need damage. I think tier 2 fits him. Lyric, for me Lyric would be tier 1, but then people would probably be mad. But for me Lyric is a tier 1 hero. If you PM with another tank, he is tier 1 in Hero League. You can split soak, you can do so many plays with Entomb or I don't know what. His soaking potential is really, really strong. That's the fact that he can soak lanes alone a lot. And even if he dies, it's not that big of a deal, especially at like mid game. He can even give vision to the enemy team. I think he's tier 1 in competitive on a few maps. I don't know. Like, every time I play Lyric in Hero League, I feel really good about him. But I don't think I should put him in tier 1. Could be a mistake. I think tier 2 is good for him as well. I should only put really strong heroes in tier 1. Lily. She felt weaker and weaker. I don't know what happened to Lily. Like, the scaling change was bad for her for some reason. I think she's still a decent hero though for Hero League. Like, one of her biggest problems was also like the stun meta. Like, she has no cleanse. She has no burst here. I might keep her in tier 3. I think she's still fine. No, also Sundering. It's like, Sundering fucks up Lily as well. She might be tier 4. Like, the amount of, like, Stroll gets played like every game, and she's bad against Stroll. She's bad against Burst. I think I'm gonna put her in tier 4. Yeah. She just can't save it. Yeah, she has no cleanse. She has not that big amount of burst here. She deserves tier 4. I'm sorry, Lily. She was tier 1 once in Hero League. I had her once in tier 1 for Hero League, I think, or tier 2 at least. The murder nerf was kind of good for Lily. Yeah, but you don't just blind this. Like, you don't just jump. You can't just jump on Lily with Avatar on when you have like only Muradin as a solo tank. That doesn't work that much. And good Lilies won't get like auto-tagged by Muradin anyway. So like, it's a buff to Lily that Avatar got nerfed, but it's not even that big of a game changer. Just because good Lily players won't get hit by it, or like they will stay out of range of Avatar. And if Muradin jumps in 1v5, then he's just gonna die. So I don't like, it's a small buff for Lily, the Avatar change, but it's not even that big. And it's not really not that big of a deal. Li Ming. Okay, Li Ming not yet, because she's not out yet. Morales. I think she might be tier 3 or tier 2 now. I think I couldn't put her tier 2 in Hero League, to be honest. I think she's decent in Hero League now. She can save people pretty decently. She has the same problem as Lily. Sundering fucks her up. She's better against early game ganks though. She has cleanse. She has safeguard. Like, she can give spell sheet to her teammates early game. I could see her putting her tier 2. I think so. Like, she's better than Brightwing. And like, I think she's decent now. Like, after all the scaling changes, she got a few buffs from now and then. And also Avatar nerf to her is also pretty good. Like, she's just better than Lily in general. And that's like, she's like 5th or 4th best support right now, I would say. Even in Hero League. Yeah, I think that's good. Lunara. Lunara will be good next patch. For now, I still put her in tier 3, I think. Next patch, she will be probably tier 2 after the PTR change hits. But for now, she's still tier 3. But at least it's an upgrade from last time. Okay, Lunara +2. Next up is Malfurion. Malfurion got buffed last patch, right? Yeah, he got buffed. Maybe he's as good as Brightwing. Like if I put him in tier 4, that means that I have to put Brightwing in tier 4 as well. So that guy is tier 1. What is Tasdingo doing here? Oh, Tasdingo. Look at this guy. I think Maride's tier 3 is good. Not Maride's. Malfurion. Have you tried Dragon PTR? No, I haven't yet. Dingo was here. Okay, Mirrodin. Where do I put Mirrodin? After Avatar got nerfed, I think tier 2. I think he's tier 2 now. He's still really good, but not that amazing. Like Avatar was OP, and now he's decent. Now he's decent. Next up is Murky. Murky. I think tier 3 is still good for him. I think he stays right there. He can be really good on in hand of good Murky players, but otherwise, they're also. He's good against Tyrantazada, that's for sure. Like he's good against Tyrantazada meta, but still, I don't know. You have to be really good at Murky. Actually, you don't have to be that good at Murky, but you should know how to play him well, and then he can do. It's the same as Lyric. Like Lyric, Murky are basically almost the same when it comes to split soaking. If you know that you can split soak a lot with these heroes and just get waves over waves, then these heroes are good. If you don't know about that, if you don't know how to soak lanes the correct way, then he's not great. Yeah, the nerf to cleanse also made him better. Maybe I don't think tier 2 fits. I don't know. Actually, I think he might be tier 2 in Hero League. I mean, cleanse got 16 seconds now. 60 seconds. Octorep is how long? I think 45 seconds or 50 seconds. Octorep is 50 seconds, so it's 10 seconds less than cleanse. I don't want, like, Murky's a really good hero for Hero League. I always was sure about it. I'm just gonna put him in tier 2. I think he's good. Especially in Hero League where there's like a lot of chaotic stuff going on. You still have to play Murky good, but I think tier 2 is good for him. Next up is Nazeebo. Tier 4. He's not great. But he also doesn't deserve tier 5, I think. He can still do sometimes work in Hero League. So Nova, where did I put Nova here? Nova was tier 3. I think she would be tier 2 now. Everything will be tier 2, I know. It's gonna be tough. I had the problem last time that everything was tier 1, and like I think here, like in competitive, everything is tier 1. I'm gonna change it after as well. I think Murky is tier 2 if you can play him. I think he's really good in Hero League. I think Nova just stays in tier 3. I mean, I think she's decent, but next up is Reyna. Reyna. I guess he got a bit of a nerf. Like I would put him in tier 2 as well. I think he's not tier 1 worthy, so he stays in tier 2. And it's gonna be everything in tier 2. If Karthi, Murd, and Jaina force it are tier 2, then Murky has to be tier 3. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. I think you can do more with Murky in Hero League than Jaina. I'm 100% serious about it. If you can play Murky, you can do more with him than Jaina.
The hunt begins.
Oh god, that scared me. Oda, thank you for subscribing. I was not expecting that. Thank you very much. I think you can do more with Murky than Jaina in Hero League, so I think he deserves tier 2. Especially since Tyrant and Tasada are played a lot as solo supports. I mean, if everything is tier 2, then Blizzard is doing a good job, right? I mean, yeah, that's how it is. If everything is tier 2, they're doing a good job. Rhaegar. Back here, Rhaegar still tier 4. Like, maybe next patch he's gonna be better. I think Right Wing and my Fury are better, actually. This is like the hard part of doing tier list. Like, Brightwing and Malfurion and Rhaegar are like on the same level. So I have to put them in tier 3 because I put Malfurion and Brightwing in tier 3. That's I think how I have to do it. Even though I kinda don't want to. I mean, I put them, Malfurion got a buff. Brightwing was in tier 3. I don't like Rhaegar. No, I don't like Rhaegar right now. I really don't like him. I think he's not. I think Malfurion and Brightwing are better than Rhaegar. So he's gonna stay in tier 4. He's gonna be good next patch, I think. Like, the PTR changes look fine. I haven't tried him yet, but people only say good things, so. Next up is Rexa. I think he's not. He can be decent in Hero League, but I just don't think Rexa's that good of a hero, personally. Sergeant Hammer as well, tier 4. That's like she doesn't do her job that good. It's hard to siege up for a while against heroes that are in the meta right now. So I would still put her tier 4. I don't know if anything's gonna change it soon, but he's not that great. Sonya is still tier 1. Might change soon. I don't know why people played, like, I don't see that much Sonya in Hero League anymore. I don't know why. I think she's insanely strong in Hero League still. I still keep her doing tier 1 for now. Stitches. Okay, now Stitches. Is he tier 1 in Hero League? I don't think he is. I think he is tier 2 in Hero League. Yeah, I'm doing it in alphabet. I think Stitches is tier 2. Where was he here? He was already tier 3. I think he is tier 2 in Hero League. He's tier 1 in competitive, but in Hero League, no +1. Yeah, that should be fine. Sylvanas is tier 3. She's not that great in Hero League. You need coordination with her to make use of her trait, and she has to play good as well. She has to make use of unstable poison a lot. I don't think she's good in Hero League. And it's hard to combo stuff if you don't communicate. I think tier 3 is good for her. Yeah, Thor is better than Sonya, that's correct. But Sonya is still really strong. And I think Leap is really strong in Hero League as well. You can carry games with Leap. I am 100% serious about that. Tassada is tier 1. And nothing changed right there. Butcher is tier 4. Not that great of a hero. Vikings. I think Vikings are tier 1 on a few maps. On some maps they are really bad. So like here, like by Lost Vikings, it depends a lot on the map. Like he's really bad on Tomb. He's really bad on Battlefield. They're really bad on Dragonshire. But they're insanely strong on Furnace Shrines, insanely strong on Garden. In Hero League as well. I might actually put them in tier 2. Because it's really annoying to play against them on these maps. And if you don't have any counters, they're just gonna out-soak you. I think I can justify putting them in tier 2 as well. I think Vikings can carry games as well in Hero League. It just depends a lot on the map. I think tier 2 is fine right now. Like you can carry Garden alone with it. If the enemies can't pick counters and you pick them late, you just win the game because you have Vikings. Next up is Thrall. Thrall is tier 1. Nothing changed right there. He's insanely strong. Tychus goes tier 5. He's bad. Not much else to add to him. He needs some changes. I don't know what he needs, but he just doesn't do as much as other ranged assassins. Tyrael in Hero League. Where was he here? Tyrael tier 3. I don't know. I don't think he is good in Hero League. I think he's tier 4 in Hero League now. I don't think he's good in Hero League. I really don't think so. Competitive, he's still decent. But the Hero League, he's awful. He can't do that good of a job. Next up is Tyrant. Tyrant is still tier 1, nothing changed right there. Uther. I think Caroline is better than Uther right now. And he's hard to play as well. Like, Uther is probably the hardest support to play. And to make use out of him, you have to be really good. Like, in Hero League, a lot of Divine Shields just get, like, wasted way too hard. And he has 4 actives as well that make him hard to play. I don't know if I can put him in tier 2 anymore. I think tier 3 is good for him. He doesn't, yeah. But he goes good against Stun Meta. That's also like effect. He has Cleanse and Divine Shield. I think tier 3. I don't... At least in Hero League, I think he's still tier 2 in competitive, but he's not tier 2 in Hero League anymore. He already went down there. I mean, even this Divine Shield got nerfed as well. Last patch. By 20 seconds. Or was it? When was it? Right wing is as good as Uther. That's the problem. Like, he needs to be somewhere between here, but I can't make another tier just for Uther. Like, he's somewhere between tier 2 and tier 3. Maybe I can still justify putting him tier 1, tier 2. Yeah, he has Cleanse Divine Shield, which is good against, which is really good against, Diablo Tyrant. And Thrall as well, and he's good with Thrall. I think I'm just gonna leave him tier 2, I think that's fine. I mean, he's better than Brightwing my Furion, that's like the problem I have, so. And he has good burst here. Vala is the average decent hero. Where's she here? She's in tier 3. I think she stays in tier 3. There's nothing gonna change about that. Zagara is tier 1. Zagara is really strong in Hero League. And Zeratul, I think Zeratul, I'm gonna put him in tier 2 now. He's gonna be strong in next patch as well. I kinda underestimated him a bit, I think. Last time I had him in tier 4. I don't think that was... I should have put him in tier 3 or something, and now... Like, I see a lot of potential in this hero. So I'm just gonna put him in tier 2. So this is my hero list updated for now. Just Hero League. I think these changes are fine. I mean, there's a patch coming up soon. Again. And then I have to do it, like, when the next patch hits, I will wait 2 weeks and then I will update the tier list again. Probably. I think this looks fine. If you guys have any questions right now, just if you missed it so far, just feel free to ask right now. I'll give you a few minutes and then I will go to competitive and just update competitive tier list as well. So if you have any questions right now, it's suddenly, I don't know, my Furion is tier 3 or something, or yeah, anything else. Well, Li Ming is not out yet, so. Why did Anu go to tier 4? He's really bad in Hero League. He's too squishy. And in Hero League it happens often that you play him as the solo warrior, and he's really, really weak as a solo warrior. Morales tier 2. Yeah, I think Morales is tier 2. She has Cleanse. She's a better version of, like, Brightwing my Furion. I don't know. She's actually pretty strong right now. Avatar got nerfed as well. The only big counter to her is Sundering. That's about it. While Lyric tier 2. Lyric is really strong if you can play him. But he has the same problem as Anoop actually, sometimes. But he's still, like, he has wave clear at least. He can soak lanes a lot and get your team ahead in XP, that's why I put him here. And his passive is still really annoying to deal with. And Tomb is good in Hero League. His Drain is really good against a few tanks that are in the meta right now. Stitches, Muradin. Spectre Elite is really, really strong. But he has to be played as a second warrior as well. Tassadar tier 1, yeah, Tassadar is insanely strong. And he's viable as a solo support as well. He's basically just... how can I explain it the best? 1 second. Holy shit, wait, why is his Hero League win rate so bad? What happened to him? What the fuck? Maybe people play too aggressive with him. I think Tassadar, like in my opinion, Tassadar is still tier 1. He basically has Uther heal on a 5-second cooldown. And his level 7 shield is really good as well. Forceful can make plays, and he's pretty a safe hero as well. YCTC now in tier 2. Like Tyrant got nerfed a bit. There's a lot of counters to him. False Dead. Like False Dead just counters. And False Dead gets played pretty often in Hero League right now, and he just counters Moshpit completely if he's not out of position. I don't think he deserved tier. Maybe tier 1 was here a bit too much. I think he can still make plays in Hero League, but I don't consider him tier 1 anymore. I think tier 2 fits him together with all these heroes. Who would you say is the best solo tank now after Meridian nerf? Stitches. Stitches. What does Awa need? He needs more damage. Like his shield, or he needs a buff on his shield as well. His shield on E is like, you don't even see it. The amount is so low that it doesn't really make a difference. Stitches, why? Because he's really tanky. He's really, really tanky. I think he was sleeper OP. Like he was good for a bit of longer time. It's just no one realized it. No, Abathur's tier 2 now. This is updated. This is the old one. I should delete it maybe. This is new. Alright, let's delete this. So actually no, I can delete this. So people don't ask again, actually. Whatever, I'm just gonna leave it up for now. And let's just do competitive. Competitive is a bit different, I think. Like Abathur is not tier 4 here, but he still lost a lot. Back then I had in tier 1. That was not that long of a time ago after the scaling changes hit. I still valued him maybe a bit too high. I think tier 3 is good for him now. He can still be a decent pick. But before scaling changes, or a bit afterwards, people still thought he was strong, and he was still banned and first picked on a few maps, especially before the scaling changes. But now he's just like, he can't make that much of a difference. And like early game, the levels difference doesn't mean that much anymore unless you have a talent advantage, because the scaling changes made early game levels not that big of a deal. Anu Barak is tier 3 in Hero League still. He's a really good situational pick. He can be good, he can be bad. Atane stays in tier 4. He still needs a bit, like, just again, his early game is too weak for him to be tier any buff tier 4. Arthur's gonna drop to tier 4. I don't know, he does just like nothing. He's probably the worst warrior right now, or like the worst tank. I mean, Artanis is on the same level as being a worst warrior, but Arthas is like a tank, so can't really compare them too much. Yeah, I know I have to update my tier list soon, but I'm still gonna wait like when the patch hits, I wait 2 weeks and then I'm gonna update it again. Next up is Asmodan. The buff to him, like the fix to his Q, might make him better in competitive again, at least on Tomb of the Spider Queen. He could be a pick in the future again. I don't know yet, but I think putting him in tier 2 at tier 4 is how do you say it? I don't know. I forgot the word for it. I think that's fine, putting him in tier 4. Brightwing is still tier 3. Nothing changed there. Shen is only good on Drangshire, and you can still counter him there. It's a hard choice. I would put him somewhere between tier 3 and tier 4, but that's bad, so... No, Asmodan Q got fixed. Yeah, between Shen is hard. Like, he's really good on Drangshire, but that's like his only map. Yeah, he stays in tier 4. Like, he's better on every other map. What's your reason to play 0-2 in tier 2? Because I underestimated him. I kinda underestimated 0-2 a bit. I think he's pretty strong. Like, tier 4 was not good here. Like, it was, I don't know. I thought he was bad, but he's actually got his Master Warp Blade at some point as well, which is decent. I think tier 4 was not justified right here. I think it was a mistake by me. I think he was tier 3, between tier 2 and tier 3 now, and then now I see his potential. He might be even tier 2 in the future, tier 1 in the future again when the next patch hits. He might be tier 1 again. Next up is, again, Shogai. I'm gonna keep him for now in tier 4, but I think he's gonna be good in the future. I'm scared, but I think Shogai is gonna be good in the future. I had him here already in tier 4. Doesn't he get like a buff on PTR as well? So that might put him somewhere over here. I don't know. Diablo. Diablo's tier 1 right now in Hero and competitive as well. After Muradin got nerfed, he's a really good go-to warrior, and there's so much you can combo Apocalypse with, it's insane. Like, Thrall and Diablo is really strong. Just Diablo Tyrant is really strong still, even in competitive. There's Maw and Apocalypse. You might even see Zeratul into Apocalypse soon again. What else is there? There are like a lot of things you can combo Apocalypse with. And I think that makes them really, really strong. Just Thrall and Diablo in one team combo is insanely good. You might even see in the future Leap into Apocalypse into Leap or something could happen. But like Sundering into Apocalypse is so stupidly strong. Putting ETC down a tier. Uther doesn't feel that strong anymore. I had him here in tier 1 because of the synergy between Uther. I don't even see Uther in here. Where he is, there. Between Uther and ETC, now Uther doesn't feel that strong anymore. You see more Tarentas that are Kharazim than Uther. At least in Europe, like in other regions it's different. That's like I'm saying. This is all my opinion, and it's also like how the EU meta is, mostly. And we see more Kharazim, Tyrant, Tassada than Uther right now. And Gust just destroys Moshpit. And Forza gets played every game, almost every game. He's a really high priority pick. Next up is Voidstad. Voidstad stays in tier 1. He's really good for in competitive play. Gaslow is Gaslow. Greymane, I'm gonna put Greymane in tier 2 as well here in competitive. I think he's gonna be a good hero. Especially in competitive as well. Like if you can't get burst, like he just adds a lot of burst to your team comp as well. And he has decent wave clear. And he's a good range assassin as well, and he can finish off people. Illidan, I think Illidan, I had him in tier 3 here. I think he's still good in hero and competitive. He's better than these heroes. And next, I think Illidan is tier 3 still in Hero League. And competitive, not even kidding. Like, he's really awful in Hero League. But you can sometimes pick Illidan in competitive. It's just a rare situation. Nah, like the same with Shen. Like, Shen can also be decent on Draenshire. But Muradin got nerfed as well. Like, Avatar's a big buff to Illidan, actually. Yeah. And he might be good when Lunara becomes viable. Illidan might be a good pick again. I think Illidan is fine. I think Illidan is tier 3 in Hero League and competitive still. Jaina tier 1 or tier 2. I think she's still in tier 1. You pick her for wave clear, you pick her for burst. I think she still deserves it. You can combo Ring of Frost with a lot of stuff as well. Johanna is tier 2. Johanna is tier 2. I think that's fine. You pick her only if you have if Muradin and Stitches are gone, you can go into Johanna. Johanna is really strong on maps like Inferno, Draenshire, Tomb though. Like there she might even be higher priority than Muradin now. But I'm gonna drop Muradin to tier 2 as well. So I think Johanna tier 2 is fine. Next up is Kathas. I mean, Kathas is Kathas. Not much threat right there. Kerrigan and competitive. I think she's tier 2 now, she's tier 3. There's too much that fucks her up. I thought she would be still fine, but I don't think so. Like, we rarely see her. She's not that great. Her late game is really bad. I think tier 3 is good. Karazim is tier 1, at least in competitive. Lyric, I would actually put Lyric on tier 1 in a few maps, but since he's... Actually, I don't know about Lyric. So we are slowly going away from, like, sometimes we slowly go away from playing only double tank to more often playing solo warrior now, since a lot of warriors got nerfed overall. I mean, you still see a lot of double warrior, and then Lyric is really strong against, and he's really good against Diablo, against Stitches. Does he I think he actually is tier 1 in competitive. I think he is. Like, there's too much stuff in tier 1. But I think some of them are gonna drop out anyways. I think I put Lyric in tier 1. I think he's really annoying to deal with on a few maps. And he's a really strong second tank, and he's good against the current tanks on the meta. Next up is, again, Lily. Lily is awful and competitive. I don't know if I don't think she deserves gets low B tier though. I guess low tier, so tier 4 is fine. Lieutenant Morales. She's tier 2 now. I don't think she's tier 1 yet, but she's tier 2 for sure. She got buffed a lot. She has cleanse. Yeah, I don't think Morales deserves tier 2. Lunara. I'm gonna put Lunara in tier 3 as well. We will see more of her in the future. Like 100%. She's gonna be a good hero soon. And I think she already is, like, decent. And she's better than these heroes. Malfurion is gonna go up into tier 3 just because he got a buff. I think you can pick him sometimes. He's not amazing, but he's better than Lily. Mirrodin. I'm gonna drop Mirrodin to tier 2. Before Avatar got changed, he was first picked and... -1. He was first picked, first banned, and all that good stuff. And now he's like... You can still pick him because he's a good solo warrior, but you don't first pick him anymore. So that doesn't make him a tier 1 hero anymore. But you might still seeing over Lyric. I don't think I can justify putting Lyric in tier... Actually, can I? I think no. Lyric is really good on Tomb and Drankshire. He's like often picked really early. Same goes for Inferno. Mirrodin is just decent. He's not broken anymore. He's still really strong, but not broken. The change to Avatar made him balanced, I think. Next up is Murky. Murky's not good in that good in competitive. Even though Tarantasala gets a lot played, Murky's good in... Actually, no, I'm gonna put him in tier 3. I think he deserves tier 3 in Hero competitive as well. He's not as good in competitive as he is in Hero League, because Hero League is mostly pretty chaotic. And you can get a lot of value out of Murky because games are chaotic. Competitive, he's a bit harder to play, but he can still do work. We might actually see him, like... We might see him at some point. I mean, we played him once now. I think he's decent. Nazeebo, I kind of want to add him to tier 5 because he's just awful, but I think that's... like, these heroes are as bad as Nazeebo. Like, tier 5 is just the worst heroes in the game right now, and he's not the worst hero in the game. You can maybe still pick him sometimes, but he's no game playing competitive, but same goes for Lily. But they're not in tier 5, they're not, like, completely shit. Next up, Nova. Yeah, Nova's not good in competitive. She stays in tier 4. Reyna. I think tier 2 is fine for him still. Oh god, what did I do? Like, he is good in competitive, but there's a few range assassin that you still pick over him, and that's mostly like Kathas, Jaina, Fortstead, that outshine him a bit, and Zagara, so he's like, I think he's tier 2. Yeah, they don't deserve guest here, Lord here. Rhaegar is tier 3 in competitive. I don't know why I had him in tier 4, I think that was unfair. I think he's tier 3 in Hero League. And competitive, he still has a burst here, he has cleanse. Rexa is bad. I don't know, Misha is good, Rexa is bad. That's just like all about it. Yeah, Rexa's not good. Murky over Nazib and Gazalor, of course. What? Why not? Murky's better than these two heroes. Sergeant Hammer, also not good, tier 4. Sonya stays in tier 1 for now. Maybe next patch is gonna change something when her W gets nerfed. But for now, she's still like, she gets traded with Thrall a lot. Thrall and Sonya are just the melee assassin that you want to get. And they're sometimes banned out, picked a lot, picked early, so you want to have one of them in your team. Stitches is tier 1 now. He was kind of sleeper OP in competitive. And then he got a buff as well that made him actually pretty strong. He's a bit better wave clear now. His auto takes 2 more damage. That scales good into the late game as well. He's probably the best tank right now. I think he's the best tank in competitive right now. Sylvanas drops to tier 2. I had her in tier 1, but I think tier 2 fits her better. I don't think she's tier 1 worthy. She still does a good job pushing stuff. Unstable Poison is really good in competitive play, or overall it's really good talent. You can combo her silence really well with Thundering, but I don't think she's tier 1. I think that's too good. Tasada is tier 1, one of the best supports in the game. The Butcher, where do I have him here? Tier 3. I think I put him down to tier 4. Actually, no, he got buffed, right? Or is that still coming? Like, his Shane got buffed. I think, can I justify having him tier 3 still? I think he got a buff to his Lamb of the Slaughter. You can't cleanse it and can't Divine Shield it anymore, right? That might be good. I'm still gonna keep Butcher on tier 3. He might be sleeper OP as well. He might be a hero that could be strong in theory. Like Lamp and Gus can be still a good combo as well. We just don't see it anymore because, yeah. I think tier 3 is good. Lost Vikings. Vikings are either tier 1 or tier 2. Depends on the map. Like, Vikings just depend heavily on the map. So I think I will keep them in tier 2 for now. Like, tier 1 I think are heroes that can play on almost any map and can be good on every map. And then tier 2 are kinda situational a bit as well, and tier 3, yeah. It's just more about when heroes get more situational, they get worse. Next up is Thrall. Yeah, Thrall is tier 1. He stays in tier 1. Best melee assassin in the game right now. Really annoying to play against. Tychus is tier 5. He's awful. Tyrael, I think Tyrael drops down to tier 2 at least. We don't see him that often anymore. His early game is not that great. I don't think he's tier 3. He's tier 2. Like, Sanctification is still really good. Terrant is still tier 1. Nothing changed right there. Uther is still tier 1. Yeah, I think Uther is still tier 1. I kinda don't like Uther that much though anymore. I don't know why. I think Karadim, Tassada, and Tarrant are better heroes than Uther. But he still picked a lot, like he's the high priority in other regions as well. I think tier 1 is still fine for him. Because people can play him in competitive as well. Vala is tier 2. She's decent average hero. Like if all other range assassins are almost gone, you pick her. It's basically Vala's role. If you maybe need a bit more wave clear, you can pick Vala as well. Maybe a bit more AoE damage if you like AoE damage. She's basically just an AoE version of Reyna. If you want to have single target damage, you go for Reyna. If you want to have AoE damage, you go for Vala. That's basically it. Zagara is tier 1. Zagara is stupid. Zagara is stupid. Her Maw is really strong. Her early game is really strong. And Zeratul is the last hero. I think I'm gonna put Zeratul in tier 2 actually. As well. He gets played a lot in NA. And I see it. I can see him being good. He's just like he didn't arrive in Europe yet. I think this is decent. Yeah. Looks fine. Okay, let's remove this. This is updated. I should have just whatever. It's fine as well. And this is updated. Alright, perfect. So now I can delete this. And name this tier 1 tier list. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's fine. You're updating the list regarding the PTR changes? No, that's still the current patch. I don't even know when the PTR change comes to life yet. And if you haven't played deck, you have to play them in practice games and scrims to see if Lunara is going to be a tier 2 or something then. And I have no clue how good Li Ming is going to be. Li Ming, I have no clue how good she's going to be. Today we have 31st. I think that's decent. We don't know, like if it comes out on Tuesday, we don't even know it could come out on Tuesday, but then I still need like 2 weeks to figure out if a hero is good or not. Like I might see, okay, instantly that Li Ming is gonna be tier 1. But I still need like 1 or 2 weeks on other heroes to see if they're good or not, to see them in competitive games, to practice a lot with them, to see them in Hero League. So as soon as the patch hits, I'm not gonna update it instantly. I wait like 2 weeks.